Former Elton John guitarist Caleb Quaye talks about what he thought of the movie Rocketman and talks about how he felt when he saw Elton John up there getting another Oscar. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. This is our second interview with Caleb Quaye. The first one was on camera, but for some reason we lost the video. This time it worked. And Caleb has chops like nobody's business. An amazing guitarist who played with fellow Elton John group member Roger Pope in Hookfoot, but he was on Empty Sky, the Elton John album, Tumbleweed Connection, and Mad Men Across the Water. It came back in the mid-70s for Rock of the Westies and Blue Moves. We talk about the Oscars and the movie Rocketman.
Yeah.
By the way, what about the movie? Did you see the movie?
Yes, I did.
You don't have to go there. I mean, I asked Ray, when I talked to Ray, and he said, first of all, I never put my feet up. I would never do that.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much stuff in there that was just so far removed from reality. I went there with my wife, because I knew I was going to have to see it because people keep asking me about, so I knew I was going to be a sitting duck for questions. So I said, okay, we need to go see this because I'm going to have to answer questions, and I'm just nudging her through the movie going, that didn't happen. That wasn't right.
I didn't float on top of the audience. Well, I know you weren't at the Troubadour, but I mean, at that time at least. And I remember thinking, it's strange. When I saw that, I kind of got sentimental because of the fact that, I've been listening to you for so many years in the band and Elton, and it was a nice moment, but I know that was pure. No one floats on. That doesn't happen, right?
Yeah. And so there was a lot of, historical inaccuracies. And of course, I never could understand the whole fantasy aspect of it. Why did he not? Because goodness me, he could have easily done, I think, a much better job if he'd have made it, a biopic and historical, as opposed to the whole fantasy thing. There were times when I thought, well, am I watching West Side Story here, or what is this? And there were a lot of people. There were people, very significant people, that were left out, that were not even mentioned. I'll give you two: Gus Dudgeon and Paul Buckmaster.
Yeah.
Without those guys, it's.
Well, Nigel and Dee and Davey weren't mentioned.
There's a team of people that were behind his career.
My biggest problem with the movie, in spite of I really did enjoy it, but my biggest problem was Elton. It should have been like Bohemian Rhapsody. I wanted to hear Elton sing.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So, Did you watch the Oscars?
I did. Yeah.
How did it feel when you saw him up there again?
It's just surreal. My memories of when we were young, and so when I look, I go, man, you look old. Congratulations to them on winning that Oscar.
Yeah. Well, none of us looked like we did back then.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I thought they were like the sentimental favorite to win it,
We'll have more from Caleb Quaye coming up next week. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. Share them on social media. We'd appreciate that. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.